Alright, today we're playing the sequel to Milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me, here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed.
Does this really just like pick up right where we left off?
Seems like it. I walk past the kitchen on my way to my room. The door is shut and I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Ahaha, that's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that... I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers. But then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door down. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death, but wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if it actually revives them? No, no, no. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table. Watched me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back, nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? The bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf, in a store, or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside of the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. Oh god, no. I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog.
Mom?
I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure the tight grip that stops me from moving. After stiffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp, like a blade. Again. I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I keep staring into the blank cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I promised so many times. Stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible clawing under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white vein appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frenetically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time, but... why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up, strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me, kill me. Hysterical screams resound through the corridor in a fit of madness. The creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try not to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember it. I need. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. I say it. I'll never drink milk ever again.
Say it again.
I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again.
Good. Now drink your milk.
I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face. Now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. There was a time when the last minutes before I slept were my favorite time of the day. I love anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away. As if somebody finished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left. Now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work. Separately, since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out, filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill on the same blood red color. There were some letters printed on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No, I don't want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. Next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple, I need to brag about this to somebody right away. But not to my mom, she'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyway. I don't want to disturb her with that reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. That's all you.
Hey.
Oh, I actually had to click it. I've been spacebarring the entire time. Hey, long time no see.
Hasn't even been an hour, dummy. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right?
Let me... yeah, save game. Game saved.
I think that save screen made me uncomfortable. I like the second option.
Why does your voice sound so grim? We're supposed to be helping her.
You know what? Fuck you.
No. Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically, nothing I can't handle by myself, after all. Now I know how to do it all.
You didn't reply.
Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit?
Listen, I got scolded for being happy earlier. I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too.
That's not true.
You need to go to bed.
No, we've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn already.
I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that?
Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. See, what did I tell you?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all.
Hmm?
I'm getting more worried every time she talks.
I don't like any of these answers.
I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything, and you can only watch and agonize over your uselessness.
That's most of my days.
I can imagine how angry you are right now.
I'm really angry. Uh, what about what made you so happy all of a sudden?
And why would I be sad?
Remember yourself a couple of hours ago?
I don't know what you mean. Oh god.
Uh, stop lying. Let's go with number 2.
Nah, I still don't understand.
Oh man, we're gonna speed run an ending to this one, I feel like. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, naughty girl for a long time.
We're just making things worse.
Feels like it. She just whines and whines all the time.
Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright?
God, I feel like this like just shittiest boyfriend right now. So you're the one calling the shots now?
Yeah,
Well, let's see how long you can last.
we'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic?
Uh,
Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them.
that was fast, but not unexpected.
Hey, at least I tried.
Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. Kinky.
No, I don't want no kinkiness in this game. All I feel is dread. I'm in front of the mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me. Trying not to drown in their giggles. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. That wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the door. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a squared squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramidal structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better,
I don't.
but my head is splitting apart now.
How do you feel?
You're mocking me, right?
A little bit. Uh, uh, you say so. I'm worried about you. I really, really am.
I know. I've been acting weird, haven't I? You see, I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know. Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was.
Oh, believe me, I know.
It gave me existential dread.
Is that why you threw away the medicine?
What a stupid decision, right?
Whatever it was your decision.
Does it even matter?
Uh, yes.
Somehow I find it hard to believe.
Why did you do that?
I feel like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at the time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad.
You know what to do.
Dejected, I reached out for the shelf of my medicine. I swallowed the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating in my memory. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travels down my esophagus, scratching at soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care, even if it makes me feel dizzy or worries, or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something that's so repulsive.
You still haven't changed.
What do you mean?
You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain.
Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it in my mouth. Okay, that's kind of fancy.
That's a better animation.
I lie on the floor, I look at the ceiling, I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I've had enough of talking.
What do you want then?
I just want to lie down for a bit.
Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today.
Can you stay silent, please?
No.
I need to get my thoughts in order.
No. Honestly, I'm upset you even asked.
I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in ordinary rows. Now it's my cork board. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around, and in the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it.
You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches.
Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies?
I don't mind either way. Don't really care.
I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts. They're fireflies now. Start whirling all over the ceiling on their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling makes me start to lose my patience. Enough, I hate you. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter.
Good job. Now start over.
No way.
Unstable behavior makes you look bad.
I don't give a damn. Honestly, this is literally just you dealing with me.
Kinda, yeah.
It's exactly how I am in real life. Just kind of bad.
How does it make you feel?
I don't know. Let's see how this ends.
It doesn't bother you?
Should it?
Yes.
What do you
I
want me
didn't
to,
even look up. I swear to God.
what do you want me to do then?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Ah, you're at it again.
I've just been the voice in your head this whole time. What do you mean?
Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyways. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker.
Dope. Fine.
I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them.
Uh, Forget about them and go to bed.
No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts, or else. I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me.
What were you thinking while lying on the floor?
What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else.
That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me?
I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy.
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
My eyes are itchy.
Did you... Oh. Did you drink milk?
I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching?
Don't do that.
I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, one after another.
What have you done?
I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then...
Here, drink some milk.
No. I died and felt something. That was the achievement I got.
Nice.
I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something.
Will you tell me or not?
About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead.
You're acting weird.
Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. Hee hee hee.
To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them.
Me neither.
I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart.
No, 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 and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad.
The room's already kind of a mess.
All the things should stay in their places and that's it.
Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now?
Who, me? No, no, of course not.
I think you forgot to put up your mind block. I can see through you.
Rude.
Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch.
Yeah.
God, I hate you right now. My oh my. This is like dealing with you.
I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know,
Oh God, no.
those games that have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun.
And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well?
It would make it even more interesting.
God, I hate you. I hate you so much. This is so childish.
I want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it.
Fuck. This hurts me. Oh no.
Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen?
You're such a handful. You really are. Uh, you've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road?
Come on, don't be so boring.
Damn it. I'm just teasing you. Definitely doesn't make me want to blow my brains out. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too.
Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation.
Hey,
What?
hey. Look down.
I look down after a moment. A small ball of light and warmth claws out from under my sweater. Wowie.
Wowie.
The second one was tempting.
It really was. I was just like, nah, it's fucked up.
I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it were an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles.
One down. Let's look for the others.
Yeah.
I didn't even ask if this is a good ending, but on the same note, I don't know if this game even has good endings. It's actually a point and click game.
Oh yeah. I look down, my school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its own uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this.
Totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead.
Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else.
You used to go to school, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way.
Are you sure you understand my question?
Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong.
Alright. What did you like the most there?
Hmm. Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home.
That's it?
Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice.
Wait, beds.
By the way, I attended all the classes, the others always skipped.
Uh,
I probably got told off so hard. I don't think that's a school. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories.
you never graduated though. We're just gonna ease past what you're actually remembering.
Yeah?
Do you remember your last day there? Was there a straitjacket involved?
Oops. It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, and we had dinner and went to our rooms.
What happened then?
I don't remember. And does it even matter?
Tell me about it again.
Is your memory that bad?
Please.
Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I needed to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied?
Tell me about it again.
Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and fighting. The teachers didn't interfere. That scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there, we had dinner together, and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further.
No, you'll tell me again.
I thought this could have been bad for us.
Oh well, we're a figment of imagination.
Dad bought milk on our way home. Again.
Did you drink it?
I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again. I hate Mom so much.
What happened next?
Suddenly I feel someone's eyes on my back, knowing that these moments should never ever be ignored. I turned around, but there's nothing there.
What happened next?
Everything that happened next happened after something and led to everything that happened after what had happened. I look at my bag again, light pouring into the room through the window glints on the metal parts. There's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyways. I almost ended up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times.
What do you mean, you'll go blind?
I spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room, and that's why I can't see them. Sorry, that's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. I've sent you the text messages of like at the time like my roommate like bought new shit in my room, and I'm like, what the hell is this?
I do remember this actually.
Yeah, you see, you won't get it.
Look at your feet.
Look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kinda sad.
Wonder why.
It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone.
Sure, let's continue searching.
Oops.
There's some method to your madness, or
I'm just have the guide open.
that's not right.
I'm clicking it because I don't know what it won't let me click it. Weird. I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't.
What's wrong? You're recording, right?
Yeah. I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died.
Hey, calm down. You already fixed that.
Yes, because you ordered me to.
Things could have been much worse.
Yeah? I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lips, one of the bottles overturns. Pills rain down from it and along with them. A firefly, hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, calls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer.
I don't want bugs in my ear.
Your usual notebook pages glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's the only kind of information I can take in without trouble.
Dosage and side effect?
Yeah,
I thought you knew them by heart.
yeah.
Hmm. This is not your handwriting, isn't it?
Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks.
Don't forget to thank your mom.
I don't need your advice.
You clearly do.
My scream makes the pages rustle restlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends up entering my businesslike ear.
Hey.
Let's continue searching.
Finish searching.
Managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyways.
Why not?
If I lose something and then find it, it's just going to go back to the starting point. It changes it all, a zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right?
Why shouldn't you shouldn't think too much, it hurts you.
I want to sleep.
How about you get some fresh air before sleeping?
What do you mean?
Well, go to the balcony and breathe in some air.
Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me.
Kinda. Uh, alright, let's stay here then.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at that same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside of a bag of milk, and yet...
And yet,
You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short.
you won't take another pill?
Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. The day after tomorrow. And never ever.
That's a goodbye then?
No. I have one more small favor to ask. No. That's completely unrelated to this game, but no. A really, really small one.
What is it?
I poured it out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary?
You'll see tomorrow.
No, I won't be able to sleep like this.
Fine, what's the favor?
I nervously scratch my wrist and bite on my lower lip.
Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me.
Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen.
You drank the milk, didn't you? Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me.
Bully.
Kinda. No, you.
I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I deal with it at first.
Of course I'll believe you.
I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I wash my face, brush my teeth, lie down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always look sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places. Bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know. Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room. We couldn't move for a while. Then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It's horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. The silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. Sorry. They always follow me in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them and can't even argue with them. But today? Today.
Bill?
I...
Still too scared to tell me?
Of course, they're still listening, you know?
Use your hands.
Alright. I started chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes.
You want me to tell you a bedtime story?
Shh. I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you.
Relax, nobody can hear you.
So, what do you say?
I'll be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them.
Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping.
Sounds silly.
But it's not.
And meaningless.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important.
Boring. Fine.
Close your eyes.
I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley. It's an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like this. None of your business. Besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. Do you understand that refusal is futile? Why aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going, or what? You can go, I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply burst out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. And he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. I don't like this guy.
Nope.
Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. On the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. Wait, didn't we do this in the first game?
I feel like yes.
Yes. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. Is this projecting? After reaching the store's doors, we were greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Yeah.
The hell puts up a sign like that?
Who had... I don't know. Russian? Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being bored. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go, what are you waiting for? Huh? Oh yeah.
I hate Russia.
After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realized that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask somebody for directions. Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of this question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking the customer straight in the eyes. I hurry towards them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. Is he yours? Please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? Got so scared, he said. What? No, not again. Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I covered his mouth with my hand, his face is burning, he's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Trats. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hang a new sign on the door. There you are. I met Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey, you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca has squeezed through towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond, he just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact your son is, I'm not saying that word, too. But, you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier, a much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. Spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right towards a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment, then goes out. You know... He turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. Okay, we're back. We did a little time loop just so I can get the other endings, but let's get these real quick.
Oh, just to clarify, we went through the pills and the note. Someone was actually trying to duplicate this.
Yeah, we already did the bag, pills, and the notes. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years. It's so covered with a layer of dust as thick as my fingers. Bizarre item. I fear it.
Why?
It's a long and boring story.
Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist.
I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen, games, drawing, engineering, calculating, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do.
And amusing hobbies.
Yeah, I did before entering the web.
I get it. You found 4chan. Hmm?
Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? Oh,
I
okay.
did. As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined.
Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay?
Okay.
Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives...
Okay, I get it. Do you want to talk about something else?
Yeah. Okay, so for this ending, you have to pick. You'll end up returning to that subject anyways.
I
On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your... Sorry. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. The most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you're all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at the shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. No, I actually get that. Like, I get it.
Gosh.
Okay, let's start over.
This time, try to avoid stupid hamster analogies.
You know, I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online, tens, hundreds of them, impossible to count.
Tens, hundreds.
It is impossible, though. I had exactly 317 of them. Although I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop.
Hey, don't get distracted.
Oh, right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them like drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. When I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. Alright? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right?
Get to the point.
I knew, of course, that no real people existed on the web. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop. But I still wasn't even a bit worried.
Why?
Do You know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers. Which means our friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing?
Not really. Why do you call them your friends?
I mean, everyone who shares my interest is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula. If you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment.
The longer you speak, the less I follow.
That's a lie. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflecting in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters, words, and actions from the web person are just executable code.
Hey. Let me know if you need a break.
One day, someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me.
Hey, look.
Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it, it gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while.
I think it's trying to say something.
I could see that myself, if only I knew what.
Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it?
I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to figure out what it wants to say.
It's trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of action, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching.
And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting you. I'm sorry.
You do everything right, I'll finish my story. Maybe.
Do you promise?
I promise.
And if you forget?
Then remind me with the code word, for example.
What code word?
I'll think of one later.
I don't like this.
And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. Okay, let's see what happens if I finish searching. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway.
Why not?
If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all, a zero sum. Happiness is always about being positive, right?
Don't think too much, it hurts you.
I want to sleep.
How about you get some fresh air before sleeping?
What do you mean?
Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air.
Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think that's a good idea.
Why?
This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me.
Alright. Oh,
Fortunately, we have to go with the second one.
yeah.
There's no way
No way
somebody...
somebody cares about you that much.
Just for a couple of minutes, okay? God, outside is horrifying. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on the windows, there are muffled voices coming from the inside, the howling wind spirals up and splits into 100 independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every living person here. It must feel so lonely, living in an endless silence.
Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it?
I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that.
There's so many things that are unusual about that. How do you feel?
I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough.
No, you're anxious, aren't you?
Of course, moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious?
Looking in every direction, but not up.
This... Already told you, haven't I?
About what?
You know, small stuff.
Can small stuff make you terrified?
It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time and replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy, as if it's trying to make me believe it's something that doesn't exist.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake to deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all.
You believe in this in the definition of craziness?
You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word.
You're the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore.
I don't like it when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to.
Nonetheless, you made that promise.
And I'll keep it. But you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain.
That's fine.
I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end.
And I'm free. Free falling.
I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong and breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short.
I don't quite get what you mean.
I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them.
Why?
When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts. And I ended up with the opposite position. And I don't want that.
According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever.
Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible?
Don't get distracted. So what was that about your friend?
My friend? Ah, yes. He... He was brazen enough to...
Come on, gather your thoughts.
He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in details as if it was him. He expected me to do the same. Then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grit my teeth, the wind whips my face without mercy, it slices my skin and unevens my stripes, as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anyone else in the world. You know what he did?
Yes.
Ha ha ha. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. That's just sad and depressing.
Yeah.
And that's most important. And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns the pattern more often than others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time, my name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I'll put an end to it. I decided a long time ago. Though maybe I only decided that only. My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. I've returned to my room. Thankfully it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go towards my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it.
That's it. What are you gonna do?
What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous like milk outside of a bag of milk, and yet...
And yet...
You don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. Also know that our time is running short.
You won't take another pill?
Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever.
That's a goodbye then?
No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really small one.
What is it?
I bored it out too much today. A lot of stuff I want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary?
You'll see tomorrow.
No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this.
Fine. What's the favor?
I nervously scratch my wrist and bite my lower lip.
Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me?
Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen.
stop. I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me.
A bully.
No, you.
I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe if I tell you how I dealt with it at first.
Of course I'll believe you.
I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know. Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. Then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. I felt like I was caught in the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kinda scared of them and I can't even argue with them. But today,
Well,
I...
still too scared to tell me?
Of course, they're still listening, you know?
Use your hands.
Alright. I started chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes.
Want me to tell you a bedtime story?
Shh. No one's trying so hard here, don't you get it? They'll hear you.
Relax, nobody can hear you.
So what do you say?
I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them.
Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping.
Sounds silly.
But it's not.
And meaningless.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important.
Boring.
Hmm.
Fine.
Close your eyes.
I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket. The faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know what's outside? As if on cue, an inhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearably loud, but only for a moment, then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decided to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me now. The ceiling moves upwards, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hand, trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to raise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. Hours pass, I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness and only the door is watching me with its eye. I kept purposely avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the outside. However, now I don't even have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out towards it. As expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hands stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door. It's like some wild animal, so I lunge at it trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door, stupid nasty cursed door, I hate you, I hate you. I screamed at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realized how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No, 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 no. I don't stop screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over, and the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. A voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice as hard as before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish right now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for a minute, for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us hasn't grown either, which means I matched in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that thanks to inertia, leaving a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched trying to grab empty space. Ah! Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help. The other side of the door is completely silent. Silent reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point that silence torture ends. Hey, I can see you. I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop for rest at that thought. I can't rest, I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voices from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful for them and don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. No, go away. I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. Lying face down in grass, I smell water, earth, and the dampness of the night, and grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head, it howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is a pleasant and rude when nature is so alive around me with sounds and I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up full of anticipation. I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail, my surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam, I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again, and this time I'm looking at the darkness of the night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference, though? The wind howls, it's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indiscernible echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass, nobody can see me. Ooh. The echoes draws closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in a panic. Where is that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but got an instant reply. Ooh. Hey, I can hear you. My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls of the wind. Feels like it's about to get absorbed by them, but... Ooh. Hey, where are you? Ooh. I can't understand where should I run to and if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt. The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just there's not a single tree or stone around. Only an endlessly wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The scream turns into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. Somewhere very far away amongst the thick grass, I spot a silhouette. Just a small black spot, but... Hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream, but more like a whisper or a breeze. Ooh. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going bad, and the black spot is just a stone or a tree. I walk away disappointed. 100 steps, 200 steps. Then I turn around, surprisingly the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging, the grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. A feeling of panic and unexplainable dread grows inside me. A stone, a tree, why the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore, I know that it's chasing me. The sounds reaching my ears become even stranger sounds and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally I stop. I ran out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying, at least I think so. Ooh. The horrifying voice is coming right from behind me. I turn around instinctively, and for some reason, try to shield my face but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nasty, crackling rustle. Ooh. I've had enough. I spring up, the silhouette is still there, at the same distance as before. It's standing there without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. Why won't you do anything? The silhouette trembles and then starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by new sounds, wheezes, and moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of an eye, most of the sky and field is consumed by the sticky cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. Ooh. I run so fast that the grass turns into a dark green mush under my feet. I slip up, fall, run again. Ooh. No, 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 no. Ooh. Goddamn. No, go away. The unknown force turns my head with a crunching sound and the darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls. God, what a terrible fucking dream.
You really shouldn't stare at the sun like that.
I'm already terrified.
Arrowheads.
I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling, I know I've spent a couple of hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. A billion pounds of concrete in a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It's just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. I won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends. It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, and then I realize it's the whole space around me is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. The thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn with inhuman force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus, unmoving until the music stops. The bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. The press of thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a haphazard string of words while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures, just like mine, spread in tidy rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There, at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes it both exist and not. I try to erect a mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of this super creature. A moment passes and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction up, down, or... The crowd notices blood on Wozek's hands. He runs away, and Dell appears. He has nothing human about him apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out to the center of the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly, don't hide anything. I decided to descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong, because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in a wrong way, or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill that feeling that everything is as it should be, and with time, it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices, grow up. Only then you'll be able to attain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? Honestly, yeah, that's how I'd fucking wake up to that one too. Oh, that was horrifying.
So I'm not gonna lie. That's what 2 tabs of LSD feels like.
It sounds awful.
You know, it's not bad when you're experiencing it.
Okay, one last collectible. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it's still been good for a couple of years.
You draw that rarely? Why?
Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to go buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that it can turn into?
Well, Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one?
By what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences?
Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead.
Instead, so you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another.
You need to do one small favor.
How would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic.
Man, you're a tough case.
You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the floor. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing two legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory?
Oh, let's not go there, okay?
Oops. I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page, the way it should be.
Too bad, I'd love to see it.
Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no. I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with the headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait...
Open your eyes.
No.
It's okay, just do it.
No way. I know you're lying.
Calm down.
No.
Calm down.
Nope.
Damn it, Justin, calm down.
No.
Calm down.
No.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Fine. I open
Damn
my
it.
eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. Pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it?
I don't know, did you?
You're the smart one here. You tell me.
Am I? Next time, don't close your eyes.
What, did you? I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again.
Don't close your eyes.
Don't make me do it, I'm scared.
Do it. Trust me.
The rustling grows louder, the pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way, everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me, that's it, I'm closing my eyes.
Look there.
A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly. The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then the buzzing dies down. Whew.
Are you okay?
running short on time, so let's continue searching. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. Another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom.
Ugh.
That's a little different. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded as a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think.
What a pain in the neck.
Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom.
That's an off day.
Another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom.
Reasonable.
Another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. I don't know how it's gonna get worse. Oh no. Another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh god. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not
Had a
that
morning like that.
it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. It's not
That's
what
some eyes wide open shit.
it's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom.
Never mind. That's some eyes wide open shit.
Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. It's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Just keeps getting worse. Another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. It's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom.
Me every day.
Good morning. I feel wonderful today. Can't wait for my first day of school. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom.
Huh. Neat. I'm not gonna lie, the last stream was worse.
Oh, the black and white one?
Yeah, with the stairs.
Oh, that was horrifying. Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know this place is so empty, though. I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure I'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happen in my head, but they never left its premises. It's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out. What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyway, there's so much space in my head that can be put to good use. So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped from here, but it feels like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed, probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with one. I tried to find it, it turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I look, it's not looking good, pun not intended, and that strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. We also have a discount program for new customers. You can learn more about it on your account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? I could just keep on thinking, and even then, my thoughts here are meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not filling the void, but I'm a part of it? Then why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold. It's neutral. But at the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts. I wouldn't want to admit that. I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me, since I can't do anything about it? Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but at the same time it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head, they always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't fill the void, I'm part of it. This strips me of the last little bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point in having one? I feel like nobody is helping me. They should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. I can't do anything about it. Please note that we have a special offer right now, 4 pizzas for the price of 2. I don't care that this place is empty here. I feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts. They eclipse the world around me. The space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here. Does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts, a whole world, one might say. If I try hard enough, I'll be able to fill all the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside of my head, but what was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'll still be here. My head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough, so the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. Session timeout, please reload the page.
I fucking missed something?
I don't think so. Well, that was an experience.
How'd that make you feel?
I don't know. I really, really don't know.
Or I'll see the other endings.
We'll get there. I'm just letting the credits play.